Hi, I'm John. This is my show, An American Scheme, where I'm proving that Diana Ross is Michael Jackson's actual mother. So one of the most important things in all of my research is my discovery that Diana Ross is Billie Jean, and the song Billie Jean is about the telling of Diana Ross informing Michael Jackson that she was his real mother when Michael Jackson was 10 years old and living in Diana Ross's house after the Jackson 5 had just signed to Motown, and when they first moved to Los Angeles, they moved into Diana Ross's house. When you have that understanding of that's what the song's about, then you can actually understand the lyrics and stuff, right? So I want to show you one thing here too. Now, so Billie Jean would have come out like, maybe 1983. I'd have to check the actual date and stuff, but it's definitely after this. This is Michael Jackson and Diana Ross at the Oscars. Now remember, the Oscars, this would have been one of the largest televised worldwide televised events in those days. This would be one of the biggest ones that there is out there. And so it's one of the things when Diana Ross is trying to document the reality about Michael being her son, this is what she would do on these kind of events. She would say these little things and stuff, right? So as it shows you right there, March 31st, 1981. So this is before Billie Jean comes out, right? And so what does she say at the Oscars?
Michael, Diana, one quick minute. Tonight is a night for film. What are your plans in film coming up?
We're going to do something soon. He's going to play my son.
How do you feel about that?
It's great.
Look at him smiling. That's a mother and a son. And Michael's having to look down, and it's one of the things he looks down, like, look at the pride. Look at the pride on Diana Ross's face. Because and so he says, are you guys going to, because they had done The Wiz, right? And then now he says, because it's their Oscar, so this is a night for movie, are you guys going to do any more movies together? And without missing a beat, what is the words that come out of her mouth? Oh, yes, we are. And he's going to play my son. So now Michael's an adult here, right? And the story of Michael and Diana, like the story of their relationship, like the Puff Daddy, I've heard him claim, and a lot of people use this, that Puff Daddy says that Michael said he lost his virginity to Diana Ross on the set of The Wiz, okay? That's what they claim, And people think that that's evidence. It's not evidence. It's just something that somebody said. But look at the reality, okay? If Michael had lost his virginity to Diana Ross on the set of The Wiz, okay, this is after that, but how is she relating to him? My son. So now, don't you think that's really odd? If she had taken his virginity and then she's going to relate to him at the Oscars, oh yeah, he's going to play my son. That's some creepy, weird shit. And what you can see is that it shows that the story about Michael losing his virginity to Diana, that's a lie. That's bullshit. That's some made up story. It doesn't make sense. But when you understand the reality is that Diana Ross is Billie Jean, that the song is about the telling of her informing Michael Jackson that she was his real mother. And then when you understand that right here, and now they never did, is she says, yes, we are, and he's going to play my son. Is there any movies? Have you guys ever even heard of a movie? Is there any story, like I've never heard about that, is there any story that's actually out there that there was supposed to be a movie where Diana Ross played Michael Jackson's mother, or she played Michael Jackson's mother, that Michael Jackson was her son? Is there a movie out there that's supposed to have been made? I never have heard anything about that. But what does she say? And it's one of the things that you got to understand. It's like, this is what's on her mind. These are the things I show to people. It's like, I'm not making this shit up. This is the evidence that you find when you do the research into the investigation of could Diana Ross be Michael Jackson's mother. This is the stuff you find. And when she directly right there at the Oscars, she says, yes, he's going to play my son. And then when you look at the song Billie Jean, which would have come out just not too long after that, when you want to understand the lyrics of the song, look at down at the bottom where she says, I am the one. She says he is my son. Okay, she right there, just like I say, that's what the song is about. And when you look just back in the history right before that, what do you find out? You've got Diana Ross telling the whole world, she says he is my son. She's saying, yeah, he's going to play my son. That is the stuff that was going on, and it's all documented here, but it is tricky, and it is confusing, and it's hard to believe. But when you see the stuff, what you'll understand is when you give my story a chance, you'll understand that my story is actually explaining everything. My story actually explains all the words of Billie Jean. Billie Jean is so important, but I've really explained it. And when you understand how much have I explained it, you even understand the parts where it's like right here. When she's saying I'm the one, she says he is my son. Well, look right back there at the Oscars. What'd she do? Oh yeah, we're going to do another movie. He's going to play my son. She actually was saying that at the Oscars in front of the whole world. That's what she was saying. And then what comes out right after that moment, that's 1981. So what comes out after that? Billie Jean comes out. And what's the song about? And Michael's using that exact word. She says he is my son. That's what she's saying. It's a weird thing. And up there when she says, the people don't know, it's like, so the first part of it is when Diana Ross tells Michael when he's 10 years old. She says, I am the one, but the kid is not my son. See, that's what she was saying at first. That's what the song's all about. But then it advances up to where she says, I am the one. She says, he is my son. That's another part of it, because that's what she started doing later. But at first she tells Michael, you're the one. You're the reason all this stuff happened. But she says, the kid is not my son, because Michael's the kid at that time. He's just a baby. And she says, but you're a Jackson now. You're their kid. That's how that word, the actual words of the song, that's what they mean. And then when it advances up to this part where Michael's really, he tricks it up. He plays it up. It's a little different. The next part there, and then in the actual song, he says, she says, I am the one breaking my heart, babe. That's with the other part. And so that's where I say Michael's heart, that's where his heart was broken. Everything about what you see, and then that's what happens when Michael's hearts get broken and he's doing this stuff with Diana Ross, but still, their relationship never evolved. He was never accepted as her actual child in public. Michael had to carry that burden his whole life, and because of that, what happens to him? He ends up moving into Neverland Ranch. Michael Jackson is known as having a Peter Pan complex, as the child who never wants to grow up, is because he was damaged, breaking my heart. That's what this whole shit's about. I perfectly explain everything, but I still have a hard time with the people, the fans, just even giving my story a chance. And it's like, give it a chance. If you want to actually understand what's going on, start looking at it from this point of view. Once you start actually looking at it from this point of view, what you're going to see is that the whole picture is going to start to clarify for you, and you're going to have the real understanding of what happened and why Michael Jackson ended up being dead while Smokey Robinson was still alive, Diana Ross was still alive, Berry Gordy still alive, all of the Jacksons were still alive. But who was the one that actually died? Michael Jackson, because as he tells you in this song, which is the song that's explaining how he was informed that he was an abandoned child, and he says, breaking my heart. I'm saying the whole thing is that Michael Jackson's heart was broken because of this. That's what leads to all of the things that happen in his life, which you can see that everything follows in line perfectly with what the understanding of this song. When you actually understand it, you can understand everything, how the patterns of Michael Jackson's life, how it all played out, and why he ended up being the one that was dead. And it's like, Michael Jackson's dead. He never got to stand up for himself and tell this story. He ended up dying. But for some reason, with me here, actually, I'm the one actually defending Michael Jackson, and the fans think I'm attacking him and I'm degrading him. It's like, what is wrong with you people? I am the only one who fucking discovered this shit. It was me. And the people can't deal with, there's actually a person out here who fucking figured this shit out. Okay, that person was fucking me. You're gonna have to fucking deal with it and live with it, because that's the way the fucking history is gonna be written. It was me who fucking did it. None of you motherfuckers were able to see this shit. And I fucking have no problem saying, yeah, there's a part of me that's smarter than all of you motherfuckers. And I clearly have proven it, because I was the one who fucking found this. This shit was like given to me by God. It was not given given to you. It had to be given to the right person who could deal with this, fucking go into it, and come out into the world and say, I don't give a fuck about what you say about me. This is the truth, and I'm gonna fucking put fucking everything I have on the line and say fuck you to anybody who fucking willing to stand up to me. I'll fucking stick this shit right down their throat because you don't know shit. And I got no fucking problem calling you a stupid motherfucking loser. And you know, one of the reasons I make these videos and I curse and people say you shouldn't curse. Well, you don't understand. When I curse like this, that means the fake news can't fucking use this shit. That's one of the reasons why I do it, because goddamn fuck them. They're all fake news, they're all fucking lying to you, and they ain't ever gonna play this fucking shit on here. This is for the fans. This is for the community. I'm not doing it to be put on the fucking news. That's one of the reasons why I curse like this, because it makes it not able to be seen on the fake news, because goddamn fuck those losers.